How many people know someone that's negative? Raise your hand. Some are like, that's me. How many of you, how many people think, by a show of hand, that people in this country are very negative by nature? Raise your hand. Yeah, of course, I mean, right? And I think the biggest problem in this country is negativity. Negativity is what kills dreams, visions, and I talk a lot about haters. I don't like haters anyway. I always say whoever is trying to bring you down is below you. And the problem with negative people is that they have a problem for every solution we bring up. And do you know why people talk behind your back? Because they're behind. Raise your hand if you've ever met a hater who does better than you. Like, here's the thing, you don't have billionaires going, oh, you suck. Right? It's all the haters, the jealous people. Like, I love when people say, who cares about pictures with celebrity? Who cares? You know, so I said, okay, I'll introduce you to Pacino and you get a picture with him. Oh, okay. What they care is that they're jealous that you have it, right? Haters is the people who are jealous. And so I talk about that over on the radio. And I got approached one day at my event. And this guy, as soon as I met him, he goes, JT, I want to eradicate negativity in South Africa. I'm like, you're funny. And he goes, no, really, I can't do it. I said, can't? No, can't. I said, you want to con people that they can do it? No, JT, I can. I'm like, that I get. So what's really thing is that negativity is not just in the country. It's in your employee's mindset. It's in your family. It's your friends. And it's time for you to fire some of those people. Get rid of that negativity. And I found the guy who basically is going to eradicate that. And here's the thing. It's important because if you have one bad apple in your orchard, the whole orchard is poisoned. Do you understand? It only takes one, right? And this guy has got the plan. And it's very ingenious because it is a big problem here. And in business, you need a culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, South Africa's own, the master at really eradicating this negativity, which is going to lead to more profits, a more unified country, but more important for you, it's a lot more fun when you're dealing with people that want you to succeed rather than people who want to kill you. You understand? You want people to kill for you, not want to kill you. Right? It's much easier the other way around. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to have that because he's very transformational. He came here at my request because I think this is something, if we have a big takeaway, please welcome AndrewPatterson from Cape Town.
You're a legend, thank you. I'm actually originally from Johannesburg, and I guess that makes me born and fled. Ever since I can remember, I have always wanted to help people. And whether I was living in Johannesburg, London, or Cape Town now, I've had a desire to make a positive impact in the world around me. So it's fantastic we've got so many people from around the world today. I'm not sure how many of you know Cape Town. Yeah? I wonder how many of you know Table Mountain. Table Mountain is one of the most iconic mountains in the world, and that's me looking at it there from Wally's Cave on Lion's Head. And it's also one of the oldest mountains. It's 280 million years old. And it was voted recently one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. So to break the cycle of negativity in our country next year, I have decided to hike up Table Mountain every single day for the full year. From the 1st of January all the way through to the 31st of December 2018, I'll be hiking up that mountain. Now, I hear what some of you are saying. He's crazy. All I hear is, I can eat whatever the hell I want next year. I'm going to be really, really fit after this. But for those of you that don't know, that is the front face of Table Mountain. I'm going to be taking a route called Platteklip Gorge. Now, it says there 2,000 stairs to get to the summit. you can't really believe everything you read on the internet these days. So I decided to hike up Thursday before I came here, and I counted every single stair. So I can safely tell you with certainty there are 2,579 stairs, to be specific. So where did I get this idea from? That's a great question. At the beginning of the year, I was in a corporate role where I wasn't really probably as motivated as I could have been. I'd been there for 5 years. I was kind of coasting along, and as happens, sometimes the universe gives you a little kick up the pants. And what's happening a lot at the moment is our company went through a restructure. My role was redundant. So I went through a retrenchment. In fact, 3 months ago, if you had told me that not only would I have this idea, that I'd be standing on stage at the Money Wealth Business Conference with JT Foxx, I would have told you you're crazy. And so it's amazing how, adversity, I love this quote, because just when you think things are really going bad, actually it could be the best thing that's ever happened to you. And that's what happened to me. I could have made a decision out of fear. I could have taken one of the other roles that was not on my career path, and I would have just done it for the sake of a paycheck. But that isn't really what you want to do. I mean, eating is nice, but I decided to stick with this and trust that something good was going to come out of this. And lo and behold, a week before I actually left the company, I was driving past Table Mountain, funny enough, and the idea popped into my head. And I cannot tell you how excited I was about it. I think I couldn't believe that this was real. And I think the people behind me thought I was having a schizophrenic episode or something, but that's the benefit of driving in traffic. So you've got to cultivate a mindset of looking at adversity in a different way. And luckily, before this had happened, because I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty scary time to go through when your whole future is wiped clean. And what you're used to is now no longer there. So you've got to keep thinking about that. One of the other questions is, who am I going to choose to partner with next year? Because why am I doing this? I'm doing this because not only to erase negativity, but it's a fantastic platform to raise money and awareness for so many companies who are doing fantastic work in this country already. So how am I going to choose them? Well, there's a word that we have here, it's called Ubuntu. And for those of you from overseas, what that means is humanity to others. And it encapsulates the spirit of I am who I am because of who you are. And it's about how we can work together. So the companies that I work with are going to tick all those boxes. And for me personally, it's all about how we're going to improve our future. We need to empower people to be able to take ownership of their lives. It's no good handing out things to people because they don't actually appreciate it. But how are we going to teach people to empower their own lives? And one thing that I'm really passionate about is that we're going to work with kids. So how do we do that? We need to make sure that illiteracy is non-existent. I mean, I was horrified to hear that at grade 6, 7 level in Western Cape, the literacy level is at about 34%. So if we want to build a future, we need to start thinking about what are we doing with our kids now. And the great thing about it is that this idea allows me to put together some youth programs. Hiking up a mountain like Table Mountain with all that adversity that you're going to be going towards gives you a fantastic platform to actually educate these kids in real time with tangible life skills that they can use going forward. And the benefit of that is that they can see that they can do it. You can give them all these life skills that they can use. They can go back and teach their families and hopefully educate their society as well. It's going to be a huge dedication next year. But it's not just about my physical battle. It's going to be a mental challenge as well. It's going to be an emotional challenge too. But for me, there's a bigger picture here. And my dream and my vision is that we're going to be able to positively impact 1 million people's lives by the end of the year. So my big question to you is, would you like to become part of the community? I look forward to all of you who would like to come and chat with me at any stage. I'll be at for the next 2 days. And it's been a real pleasure to share this. It's actually been the launch of this idea, to share it all with you. So thank you very much for your time.